Alright guys, little Johnny here, check this out. Look at this Star Wars Stormtrooper that I did. This was done in the Hobby King silver gray filament, and man, it did a phenomenal job. It did a phenomenal job. It really did. This filament has been awesome so far, and just look at all the detail it put in there. Wow, it's pretty amazing, man. It's really pretty amazing at how it did it. And you know, of course I had to clear the supports off of it because this model requires quite a few supports actually, because of all the detail it has. And I know the hook didn't finish. I wasn't worried about the hook. I accidentally really uploaded the wrong model because I wanted the one without the hook, but it is what it is. The important part was, you know, getting the skull. That was the important part. Getting all the detail in there. And I'm trying to make this camera pick it up way back in there. You can see the jawbone way back in there. Whoever done this, and of course it come from Thingiverse, man, they did a wonderful job wherever this originated from. And just all the detail, man, it's pretty awesome. And I'm really glad I was able to get this model off of there and to be able to print this and show you guys, especially with, you know, the Hobby King filament, because I know a lot of people have questions about it, and I did as well. And there's not really many reviews on it as far as stuff being made with high detail or nothing like that. So I figured, hey, that's what this channel is all about, is reviews about everything. So that's what we're gonna do. And man, it did a good job. So if you have any questions about Hobby King filament as far as the PLA stands, I like it. Just my excuse me, I'm sorry, my experience with them as far as customer support type deal, you know, placing orders on there and using their website is kinda I didn't like it. Now I have a lot of friends who order stuff from there, and you know, they don't have any problems. It just takes a little while to get your product. You know, I live here in Alabama, and it took me a little over a week, I want to say, to get it here. And that's not a big deal, really. It just, you know, it's some of their stuff, you have to watch it, because you have to watch and see if you're getting it from the US warehouse or if it's going to come from, I think it says China on there or somewhere like that. And I will tell you now, I did not know this, but if something that you have does come from China, the shipping cost is way out there. Like for a roll of filament for a kilogram, which is what I always buy, it was like $30 to $50, somewhere in that range, just to ship that one item. And that was ridiculous. So of course, if you live here in the US, it is more beneficial to get it from the US warehouse and not order it from their overseas warehouse, unless you're in dire need for Hobby King filament. But I will definitely say this is really good quality filament for the batch that I got anyway. And for the silver, now I have some black that's in the Hobby King filament, and I have not even opened it yet, as a matter of fact. But I will be doing, of course, a review on that. We do reviews on everything here. And right now I'm working with some pretty known across the 3D printing world, HATCHBOX. I'm using some HATCHBOX white PLA, which I use to print this right here. If it will focus on this, of course some of you will see this from the movies. It came from Thingiverse, I believe. It is the Pick of Destiny. I just always wanted one, and believe it or not, man, phenomenal quality on it. This is the HATCHBOX PLA. It did phenomenal. Couldn't ask for better results. And I even printed it at 100 millimeters. I printed it pretty fast, and of course it's done by the cr10s, and that's a phenomenal printer. I don't think I could have made a better investment than what I got, and I'm well proud of it. And you know, we'll get another one at some point when I can afford it, of course. And here is another thing I printed from Thingiverse. I'll probably have to pick the camera up, move it just a little bit. This is the wine holder from Thingiverse. I printed it also in the white PLA from HATCHBOX, and as you can see, it really does work. It really does work, and man, look at that. The quality of the white PLA is just awesome. It is really awesome. It is really awesome. It did a phenomenal job. Real phenomenal job. I'm very, very proud of it. So that is the wine holder from Thingiverse, printed in the white PLA from HATCHBOX. And here also is a what is this? A low poly Hulk that I got from Thingiverse, and it was also printed with the silver gray Hobby King filament, and as you can see, it did a real well job even on his fingers and stuff. The only thing I didn't like was with the supports, as you can see on here. This could be a setting on me, I'm not sure. But I noticed on some other videos I've watched that they had the same thing happen to them. So I almost wonder if it's the model itself or something, or you know, I'm not sure. So please comment below and see what you think about anything that's in these videos that I post on here. And subscribe please, and help me out, and let's grow this channel. And if you have ideas of stuff to make or what to make it out of, I'm going to be doing metals as well, copper, brass, the steel, the iron. We're going to be doing all of that here on this channel. And this Hulk turned out pretty well. It's okay, you know, for just something to show and throw around a little bit. It's pretty nice. And I also did the Chevy emblems with the Hulk busting out of them. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. I like this whole deal right here. This was pretty awesome. This also come from Thingiverse, and man, it did a phenomenal job on the detail. And this was even printed at 100, which is probably why I got this little hole right here. I could slow it down. You know, it just, man, the cr10s, everybody's been printing stuff real slow, and you know, and I've always been, you know, people say it's, oh, this is a lower quality printer and they're not as good as the $2,000 and $3,000 ones. Well, most reviews I've seen on the more expensive ones, people have even traded them in and bought the cr10s and the cr10s's and really anything from Creality. And they've even compared the prints to the more expensive ones, and they said they were even identical to each other, or the cr10s were better quality. And that's not coming from me, because I don't have, you know, one of those printers, but I have seen videos of, you know, people saying that do have those printers. But this quality, man, has been really, really well with this printer and with the cheaper filaments. And man, it is, I mean, it's strong, you know what I mean? I am mashing on it, and it's not gonna bust. So this would be, if it wasn't printed out of PLA and printed out of something, you know, that would be better for the sun and the heat, this could definitely be a car emblem. And this was only 15% infill too as well, so man, I'm just impressed with how, I guess you'd say, the rigidity of these are. And in terms of, it being made out of PLA, it is very awesome. It really is. This thing has a high strength tolerance. But that Holt, man, there is so much detail in there. And again, if I slowed it down too, I could get even more, and it would do better. And let's see here. I have another one I printed out as well. This came from the maker box. I get a maker box every month, and this was the AIO filament, the AIO blue that I got in my maker's box, and it did a phenomenal job as far as print quality. And I mean, it's just as strong too, and the quality is there 100%. It did a phenomenal job. And of course this one is smaller than the grayer one, and it did a really good job. I am proud of it. I'm proud of it, and I just want to see what all I can print. And I also got a new model. Actually, it was bought. I had to buy the model, and I bought it, and it's of Harley Quinn, and I haven't seen one on YouTube so far that anyone has printed out, so I was gonna get it, so why not, right? And here's the alien head. I should have printed out the middle mouth for it, but I didn't. I was in a hurry. I wanted it now, but I'm gonna redo this, and this is that wood filament from SUNLU. And I am not happy with it. I don't want that filament. I will not be ordering any of that anymore. I was not satisfied. I had a lot of trouble with it. These just happen to be the couple of prints that I got out of it that was good, but for the most part, it was garbage. I ended up throwing a lot more filament away than what I actually made of. This is a dome light for a Datsun 280Z for one of my buddies. He wanted me to print out, so I printed him one out. I'm gonna take it to him and see how well it fits. I'm sure it's gonna fit good and do well. And let's see here. Here is some more prints that I have done. I can't remember if I've showed them yet or not, but they have done a phenomenal job. And here is a couple that I have painted. Of course, we have this dragon head that had came off of Thingiverse, and the colors that I used was these pearl colors, and man, they showed up really well. I am going to definitely use the pearls more. They were just phenomenal. They're really pretty. And let me see here. Here is the Batman that I painted as well. It came from Thingiverse, and it's done a phenomenal job. I just got through putting some clear on it just to see if this clear is going to be worth anything. If not, then I'll find another different clear to put over the paint and see if it'll bring it out better. But this Batman printed out really well, and it didn't have any problems, and it's painted without any problems. It did really well. I'm very happy about that. And this is going to conclude this little segment, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to click, comment, subscribe. Let me know what all that you want to see, what all you want to make, what all you want to make things out of. And it's good seeing you. It's good seeing you on my channel. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.